Sari-saring uri ng mga ilegal na pinutol na kahoy ang nasabat ng mga otoridad sa lalawigan.
Nanatiling malaking problema sa Metro Manila ang mga basura sa mga sapa, ilog, pati na sa Manila Bay.
Pero sa aming paglalayag papunta sa Isla Pulo sa Nabotas, ito ang tumambad sa amin. Mga inanod na basura mula sa iba't ibang kalapit.
We live in a world shaped by human choices. Choices that brings convenience, progress, and comfort. But behind these benefits lies a growing environmental crisis that threatens our planet and our future. From plastic-filled oceans, deafening urban noise, to disappearing forests, environmental problems are no longer distant issues. They are realities we experience every day. This documentary explores waste management and plastic pollution, while also examining its connections to noise pollution and deforestation through ethical reflection, social analysis, and student responsibility, guided by ethical principles and real-life experiences. We ask a critical question: what is our moral responsibility toward the environment we depend on? Waste management refers to how we collect, segregate, treat, and dispose of the waste we generate daily. In today's society, improper waste disposal, especially plastic waste, has become a major environmental crisis. Plastics are used once and discarded, yet they remain in the environment for hundreds of years. When waste is unmanaged, it clogs waterways, pollutes oceans, harms wildlife, and contributes to flooding and disease.
So, hi sir, please state your name, your level, and what department are you in?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. I'm Muhammad Al-Qaid Al-Qaid, third student from the Department of Economics and the College of Business and Education.
So, for the first question, what do you know or what do you think about waste management?
Based on my experience, ako po ay nakapunta na po ako sa isang waste management facility specifically nila ako. And nakita ko first hand kung paano nila minamanage, paano nila kinakolay, paano nila kinasinisitigil sa kanilang bayan. And that is a fruitful experience because nalaman ko kung paano ba talaga minamanage yung waste within specific place sa isang bayan.
How does proper waste segregation maintenance
So based from my experience dun sa visitation ko from specific waste management facility, segregation makes an impact because you can control the different types of waste that is present in our place. So yun, nung pagbisita ko, nakita ko kung ano ba yung ginagawa nila sa mga biodegradable, non-biodegradable at recyclable na mga waste. So basically sa biodegradable, nililibing nila ito, and nakukompost siya, nagdidiki lang siya. So basically it does not consume any space. So it doesn't become a source of pollution. Pangalawa naman sa mga recyclable, binibenta nila ito. And doon naman sa mga non-biodegradable is linilibing nila ito. So basically, kung tingnan natin yung proseso kung paano ba nila binimis yung management nila, the effects of segregation is that kung ano ba yung kaya nating i-recycle, kung ano ba yung kaya nating i-dedicate natin para mas maging less yung impact ng waste pollution sa ating.
So, as a student, what can be done to help reduce problems related to waste management and fighting plastic pollution?
So as a student, I think the best thing that I can do right now is tapon yung basura kung saan nila tapon. I-segregate natin yung recyclables, yung non-biodegradable sa ating mga para sa yung paraan ng paraan, madalian yung mga nagpo-collect ng basura natin, ng pag-segregate na ating waste para maging madali kanilang trabaho sa pag-manage ng waste.
The problem is not simply the presence of waste, but the absence of responsibility. Improper waste management reflects a deeper ethical issue, a lack of concern for long-term consequences.
Hi ma'am, please state your name, your level, and what department are you in? does noise pollution affect the environment and people?
Okay, so how does it affect the environment and the people? So noise pollution affect people in a way that it parang it distracts people, not just distract but also it hinders communication between one another. Parang with that noise pollution, parang nakakasira siya in a way na not just communication but also in our everyday lives. For example, when you are studying tapos nag-focus ka sa mga notes mo, yung mga ingay na naririnig mo, hindi ka parang nag-distract ka or nawawalan ka ng focus sa ginagawa mo. And then not just that but also in environment, for example sa mga birds, maayos sila sa mga nest nila. And then,
So as a student, what can be done to help reduce noise pollution?
actually, as a student,
The solution starts with us.
we can stop this problem, for example, by noise pollution kasi
Student defeat to reduce pero I think what we can do is stop
Noise pollution reflects a similar ethical failure, placing convenience above well-being. Respect for silence is respect for life. Deforestation is another consequence of unsustainable human activity. Forests are cleared for development, agriculture, and illegal logging, disrupting ecosystems and accelerating climate change.
So, Assalamualaikum sir. Please state your name, year, level, and what department are you from?
Assalamualaikum. I am Nurhan Jamaluddin from the College of Education, a future student, and from the Department of Secondary Education.
So, for the first question, sir, what do you know or what do you think about deforestation?
Siguro yun yung pagsira natin sa mga puno sa kagubatan, pagputol ng mga puno upang gawing or palitan yung mga lugar na yun ng mas industrialized na places. Tapos, tulad na lang ng ginawa nila sa Bohol, no, na nag-create sila doon na tawag dito, resort. Diba? So, yeah. Pagputol ng mga puno.
For the last question po, as a SSG student, what can be done to help reduce deforestation?
Okay. Actually, isa sa mga hangarin ng SSG is of course to have our project na kung saan tree planting. Every year po yan, meron kaming tree planting sa Gulf and sa tinatawag ng New Zealand. If alam niyo yung New Zealand place sa unahan pa ng fisheries, yung tinatawag ng New Zealand. So doon tayo doon natin na-implement yung tree planting. And aside from that, bilang student na rin, no, bawasan natin masyado yung paggamit ng mga papers. Kasi alam naman natin ang papers is mula, no, sa mga puno. So, as much as possible, since we're in the 21st century, pwede naman natin siguro gamitin, no, ang technology for us to write our notes or instead na mag-papers na lang para makatulong na rin sa ating environment.
Thank you for your wisdom and your answers, sir.
Thank you.
Following the question, how does deforestation affect the environment?
Malaki actually ang mag-effect nito sa ating community. Sorry,
Affect the environment.
yung environment natin of course. No? Kasi mas nagiging mas prone tayo sa mga baha kasi nga wala ng mga puno na handle ng mga ganong sitwasyon. And of course, yung oxygen natin, no? Kasi alam naman natin ang mga puno ang nag-produce sa atin ng oxygen. So parang kumukunti na lang yung maaari natin po ba ng oxygen. And aside from that, mabilis bumuhol yung mga lupa since wala ng mga puno na pwedeng handle sa mga lupa.
Trees
obstacles to progress. They are foundations of life. Ethical stewardship means balance between development and conservation. From an ethical perspective, environmental crisis challenges us to reflect on moral responsibility, justice, and sustainability. Utilitarian ethics reminds us to act for the greatest good of the greatest number, including future generations. Deontological ethics emphasizes duty. We have an obligation to protect the environment regardless of convenience. Virtue ethics calls for responsibility, moderation, and respect for nature as moral character traits. Ignoring environmental problems is ethically unacceptable because it harms vulnerable communities and future generations who have no voice today.